there's an old saying that the guy who becomes a manager is the guy that owns the truck. And it's kind of simplistic, but in a way, there's no school. There's no college course, okay? I would have to say the most important thing that a manager can have is passion. If he can have passion for what he's doing, anybody nearly with a brain can be a manager. But it's the thing, you got to sit there and you got to be passionate about that act. You got to eat, breathe, and sleep that act. I wish I could say go to school and take that course, go to school and take this course. I don't think that's the way it works. And now there are guys who have become managers that have gone to work in management firms or have gone to work in agencies and seen how the business works. I understand that. And then they step out of that and they go into management. That might be their long-term goal. But you can't go anywhere to learn the business. You got to be passionate about the artist. You got to believe in him, and you got to work your ass off to make sure that you explore every avenue for him to develop as an artist. And that's what it mostly takes. I know it sounds simplistic, but I mean, all the managers that I know, and the great managers that I know, John Landau was a journalist. Cliff Bernstein at Q Prime was like a college booker. Okay, Roger Davies with Tina Turner, who's a great manager, he was just a music fan. Like me, they're not really skilled guys. I mean, I'm sure are some lawyers out there that maybe became managers for whatever reason, I don't know, because it's really rolling the dice. Okay, and that's another thing you got to be. We live on percentages. We're the only guy out there that's living on percentages, us and the agents. But the agencies are loaded with acts. They got 70 of them, 80, 100 of them. They got film people. We got screenwriters. They got everybody in these big agencies. Okay, we got these. This is all we're living on is a percentage. Their lawyers billing us time. The record companies owning the masters, they own everything we do. So the manager's just rolling the dice, hoping that his act will hit. And maybe I guess the one trait he ought to have is he ought to be passionate. He's got to be able to be a gambler. You got to gamble. When it comes to how hands-on one has to be, I've made mistakes by tailoring artists. I mean, I've had, I can speak all about the winners, but I've had lots of failures too. And the biggest failures that I've had is I took my vision of the artist was more strong, more powerful than his own. And I tried to mold him to what I thought he should be. That's wrong, okay? And it's never worked. The artist have to have the vision. I've got to just expand that and do the best I can. So hands-on, listen. I've got to believe in what you're doing as an artist. I'm not going to pick your music. Will I have an opinion? Of course I'll have an opinion. Will the guy say, do you like this song? Of course I'll have it. Do you like this picture? Of course I'll have an opinion. And a lot of times I'll fight for my opinion. I think my opinion is better than his when it comes to marketing. When it comes to music, I realize that guy has to stand up there for the next 20 years of his life singing that song. If I like the song and he can't stand it, I got to lose that argument. Okay, I have to lose it. When it comes to other things, like people say, what do you do for them? Do you get involved in their taxes and you get involved in their business? No. My job is to get them a tax problem. It's their job to go solve it. Okay, I'm not trained to do that. I'm not an accountant. Okay, my job is to get them to that stage. Somebody else can look after that. Too many managers have lost their jobs by thinking, I'm going to take your money and I'm going to invest it in these apartments, or I'm going to buy this, or I'm going to do this for you. And then those things go horribly wrong. And then all of a sudden, they're questioning every decision. When it comes to how many acts you can have in your roster, if you're going to be hands-on at all and not turn it over to a lackey in the office and say, I'll tell you what, we're going to sign you. I think you're a great act. But on your day-to-day work, you're going to talk to Sam over there. And if you ever get in a problem with Sam and he can't deliver, then Sam will come to me and I'll help you. If I was a artist sitting there and some manager said to me, a manager said to me that that's the way it's going to be, I would walk out the door. Because I came to this office to be represented by you, not Sam, not some guy that, worked in the office for a year and is a bit of an intern. He's going to go out there and deal with you on a day-to-day basis. I don't believe in that thing. It's the day-to-day things that make an artist big. It's the day-to-day mistakes that an artist blows his career up. Okay? I believe I'm right at my max now. I don't know if I could do any more than 4. And I'm struggling because I got this new band. And if I really, what goes through my head here every day? If I took that 1 hour out that I had to work on this new band and put it into the guy who's selling 3 million records? Can I take that hour and move him up that 5%, which will generate a lot more money to him and a lot more money to me than this act will if I give him that hour and take him up to $200 a night to $250? And that's what's happened to the rock business now, is those acts who are out there working for nothing. Music has been devalued. So these bands, these young bands, $500 a night, $250 a night, it's obscene that people work for gas money. But that's what's happened to our industry.